Alright, we're jumping right back in off the last episode with another one recorded right after. So in the last episode we just basically...
Very nice. We made it to the other side.
If we keep going north, we'll reach the station for the military factory.
We're not out of the woods yet, so be sure not to let anyone spot you.
Okie doke. So, yeah, we,
Time to go.
basically just been going through these underground passages, trying to avoid being caught, avoid being seen, and now we're just kind of making our way, continuing on. What do we got going on here? Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will not be possible to go any further in Lloyd's story for a brief period. Oh. Proceed? I think we're fine. Oh, it's the mirror, isn't it? That felt like. The mirrors react again, but to what? Trails to walk. So I actually have to go to Reen's route now. Or we can go right to the Reverie corridor, I'm assuming. But how about we get all three groups to that point, and then we go to the Reverie corridor. And then we just do good 4 or 5 episodes or whatever it's going to take in the Reverie corridor to clear it out for the next area. Do a bunch of missions and such. The Val Flame Palace, former Chancellor's office. Whew. That's big. And we got Crow. Thank you for giving us so much of your time today. I appreciate you helping us to helping us attend to the aftermath of recent events. Of course, we couldn't turn a blind eye after seeing it for ourselves. We feel investigating the coup d'etat further is our responsibility as much as anyone's. We've rounded up most of the people involved by now, though, haven't we? God, I hope. I believe you have. And with the Princess, Alphen, and Elise's assistance, we were able to look into suspicious relatives of fellow students as well. There are some suspects still at large, but only a matter of time before they are in custody. I'm so pleased I was able to help. Our classmates seemed genuinely shocked to learn what their relatives were up to. I can't say I blame them. You'd think they could hold off on the crazy until things at Crossbell calm down, or the timing's on point for the EDFs showed up here too. Since the EDFs. Sorry, my bad. Take the hat off. Ugh. Hurt on the old ears for whatever reason. Need to get a little comfier here. I would assume they're linked, yes. It'd be... Oh my god. I'd been aware that some in the army were opposed to the ceasefire and subsequent downsizing of the military, but it's frustrating to not have seen the extent of their opposition coming until after they'd made their move. You can't blame yourself for this, Representative. Besides, maybe this works out better. It gives you the chance to take out the obvious trash instead of sniffing it out for yourself. That's true. With so many of them confirmed to be in custody, we shouldn't have to worry about the capital for a while now. Plus, the information we got will make it easier for Dad and General Van Dyke to take action. We each have our burdens to bear here, so it's best to focus on what you can do and as the current head of our nation. I'm sure Machias is also doing what he can in Crossbell. Indeed, you've hit the nail on the head. I don't have time to dwell on past mistakes or what I should have done in Crossbell as it is, and the prince and lady still missing. Whew, I don't know if I'm reading it wrong or what, but anyway, it's just, things ain't clicking. Alright, I think we've covered all we can on the coup d'etat problem. Let's turn our focus on the other big issue we need to talk about. Rufus Alborea? Rufus. It's not possible for him to be both near the capital and running Crossbell at the same time. So then who did we see? You said you requested an investigation into that, right, Milliam? Yep, well, we were taking care of the coup stuff. It should be about...
My apologies for the delay.
Claire. My girl. My homie.
Just the gal we need. What's the word, Claire?
Well, it took longer than I'd hoped. But this information came directly from our sentries near the border. They confirmed that Crossbell's new supreme leader never left the state while C was active.
Then he wasn't lying.
Yeah, there really are 2 Rufuses.
Somehow, some way. Because one's a fake.
How is that possible?
But I don't know who the fake is.
It isn't. It's preposterous, even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh.
He played us enough to be the real thing.
He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of that coup for him, while he gets away with whatever info the EDF provided him.
Using every means at his disposal has always been his way. And this was no exception.
Why would he make an exception now?
Then are we in agreement that the Rufus and Crossbell isn't the real one?
The evidence seems to point that way at present. Perhaps it is also my hope that it points that way.
It's not the
I
real
doubt
one.
it, since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make as much sense to me. You had to have had an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace.
I would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the 3 children accompanying him?
We're still looking into them, I'm afraid.
No info, even though we know who they are.
I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids.
All I can confirm from my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database.
200 crown for even the ID to pin down means it'll be extra tough for us.
It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Eustace, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself. We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to here. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
If you wish to know what befell the Courageous Two, make for the Nord Highlands.
Ah, yes, I forgot that's where he wanted us to go.
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highlands, Reem?
If anything else, I did get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead, but Eustace is right that we should use it. Especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process.
Hell yeah.
I'll respect your decision, of course, but...
But it's sketchy at best.
Some of us will have to remain in the capital. The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved.
Okay, do I get to choose who stays?
I'll stick around for it.
No!
Might as well see it through. It'd be good to hit up the entertainment district and the Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too.
You're a key part of my crew.
Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in Nord, I think. There should be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east.
Muse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him.
Okay. Getting Muse's good.
But will that be enough under the circumstances?
Then will we suffice?
Kurt and his brother.
Kurt!
And hello there again. Sounds like you've been making some headway into the investigation.
Having Kurt will be good. Do I get to
About your lead. Since our father is still occupied in the west, we will be accompanying you in his stead. May we Vanders be of great service.
Well, having Kurt's good. I can get my evasion build up and on the go. I don't like that Ash is staying behind. Because he's a key part for me. The next morning, Muse arrived as planned from leaves and reunited with the group. They then waited for the freight train, which Claire had arranged to take them to Nord to depart. So, who all's going with me? Do I not get Crow? We're going to be transferring onto an RMP train partway through the trip. We should hopefully reach Zender Gate around noon. That'll be great. We can start our investigation right away. Thank you all for coming to see us off. I apologize for showing up so suddenly and creating all this disarray. I don't even get Altina? Oh, this is going to be a rough go. Not at all. I was glad to have the opportunity to see you again. I'm sure my brother's disappearance must be weighing heavy on your heart too, Lieutenant Colonel. My worries pale in comparison to the heartache you must feel, Your Highness. Rest assured that I will do all I can to put you at ease as soon as possible. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I'm counting on you too, Muse. Of course, I will take good care of our dear instructor in your and Elise's stead. Oh, but do not fret. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my work. Is this really the time? It's always the time for music.
What's wrong? Our group is pretty stacked for this, so I don't think you need to worry.
I am worried, but not about that. We all refrained from voicing our concerns yesterday, but you're not going to take on too much to compensate for what those soldiers said, are you? The ones from the underground.
Well...
You're a filthy traitor, Ashen Chevalier! So many of us joined the army to follow in your footsteps, only for you to trample all over our ambitions.
He didn't quite trample.
You couldn't possibly understand the frustration of those who died in that war, or even those left behind. It's time you took responsibility for your actions.
It would be a hard pill to swallow, but...
It's true. Their words did affect me. They reminded me that for some, the war never really ended.
Try to see them as the exception they are.
Exactly. That isn't your fault, Rean.
I know. But it's also not something I can turn a blind eye to. It's only by understanding one another that we will be able to move forward. At least, that's what I think now.
We just don't want to let that consume you.
Everyone in the Imperial Army bears that responsibility, myself included.
None of us here want you to shoulder that burden alone. Isn't that right? Altina? Muse?
Oh, absolutely. Class 7 is and will always be about supporting one another. I think they've echoed my sentiments. Well then, have a safe journey.
Do our best.
If there are answers to be found in Nord, then I know you'll find them.
Thanks. Keep us in your thoughts.
So do I really only get the 4 until I get to Gaius and whoever else is up there? There's a lot of Class 7 members, so there could be 2, 3 more up there, really. I know Gaius is up in the Nord Highlands, though. But do I really not get Crow? They already took Ash and stuff away from me. Do I really not get Crow? Oh, this is going to make for some difficult times, I think. The group changed trains as planned and arrived on schedule at the Nord Highlands. Quick pause. Alright. There, they found several of their friends already waiting for them. Several, you say? Yeah, I really only get these 4, and whoever is waiting.
There you are.
It sounds
I
like
hope
Sarah.
the trip wasn't too tiring.
And Emma? Oh. Yep, Sarah and Emma.
And here I thought we'd be getting here first.
We just happened to be on the train right before yours. I'm glad you all arrived safely.
I knew the voices.
And long time no see, Lieutenant Colonel.
Likewise. It's reassuring to have you with us.
Emma Milstein. And Sarah Valestein.
We heard about the attempted coup from Major Revelt. It must have been so hard for you, Rean.
You're kind of worried, but I'm fine. Better than fine now that you're both here. All I have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
Oh! And make her swoon.
Then it was worth it, huh? But there's no river I wouldn't cross to find you if you needed me. Though magic makes it simple enough to skip the river crossing route if there was an emergency. So don't you forget that all you have to do is call, and I'll be right there.
Noted.
Thanks. I won't.
Noted, 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 noted.
But boy, I'm still finding it hard to believe we have 2 Rufuses running around now. I'll cross my fingers the lead from the literal lesser of 2 evils pays off, but we still need to be smart about our approach.
Agreed. There's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildean's attention to this matter.
Oh, I'm more than happy to give it.
Of course you are.
Where's Gaius, by the way?
He's gotten a head start investigating in the Highlands, I believe. A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement.
I see. Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge here.
I believe he's someone you know?
Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division, yes. I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war.
Oh, right. It was the 7th that was in charge of Zender up until last year. The 23rd was one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it?
Indeed. With all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified in the absence of one.
He sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with our investigation, at least.
I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go and see him right away.
Noted.
Listen, Reen. Don't go biting off more than you can chew. Being an instructor doesn't mean you have to be the strong one in the group 24/7. I didn't have to be because you were there for me. So that means you don't have to be because I'll be there for you. At least I'll try to be.
You just get it, don't you? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Sure does. She's still hitting on you. She's still hitting on you. It's likely she'll never stop.
Welcome to Zendergate. I've been looking forward to your arrival. I am Dalton, acting commander of the 23rd Armored Division.
It's good to see you again, Colonel. The same to you, Lieutenant Colonel. And it is an honor to finally meet the famous Ashen Chevalier. I have heard much about the Lieutenant Colonel's younger brother, too. I wish I could give you all a more formal reception. Please think nothing of it. Most of us aren't even part of the army, much less deserving of a lavish welcome. I quite agree, and I'm just an inexperienced student who helped save the world, but whatever. How modest of you all, I appreciate that. He's surprisingly candid for a colonel. He is, although I'm sure he must be very capable, and have been given command of a whole armor division. Word of the 7th's exploits since the war has reached, even here, Lieutenant Colonel. I hear you have been all over the country helping with the reconstruction efforts under Prince Olivert's leadership. Once more, the Vanders have evidently resumed their duty as guardians of the Imperial family. They don't call you the Ace of the 7th for nothing. I apologize if that sounded all sarcastic. I did not mean it so. Think nothing of it, sir. I will not attempt to deny my past failings. Still, I am humbled by the honor of serving once more. On the Vander name, I will stop at nothing to prove worthy of it. I feel the same way. Could you tell us what you know about the situation here? Yes, you came looking for clues on the prince's whereabouts. I'm aware that you have reason to believe there's something here. So it's true? The opposite, I'm afraid. This region has been positively idyllic. Idyllic. Since the war ended. The Highlands did turn into a battleground during the conflict, but everything's back to normal here now. I was honestly caught off guard by your conviction that something must be here. That's unfortunate. Still, the intel's fresh, even to us. It's no surprise that nothing's been found yet. Indeed, I've had a lot of work at the Watchtower, so haven't had much time to investigate in this area. In that sense, you might have more luck speaking with the people of the settlement. You may well be correct. Sounds like Gaius is already there, so I'd say meeting with him should be our first goal. Given the stakes, we intend to fully dedicate ourselves to searching once we have finished getting ready. I've appraised the soldier stationed at the Watchtower of what's going on, too, so it may be worth stopping by there. Either way, should you learn anything, please do let me know. I will be happy to send reinforcements if needed. Thank you for your kindness and understanding, sir. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get started with our search then. Hoorah! Exciting, exciting, exciting. Plus, it's all very pretty. The Nord Highlands.
It's breathtaking.
You're fucking right.
Nothing I've heard could have prepared me for just how truly beautiful it is.
That's right.
It's your first time here, huh?
It is.
I just had to read a little
I've
bit.
been really looking forward to it. If only the other three could be here to see it. Words don't do it justice.
They really don't. I wish I could have let you first see it under lighter circumstances.
It feels like only yesterday that we came here as part of our field studies.
It's moving to think that this is where our ancestor took up arms to fight at Dreikel's side.
It's held a special place in my heart beyond our ancestry, since our uncle and I were stationed here.
He's got a horse.
Regardless, I will make for the Watchtower and set about gathering information there. You should stick to your original plan and reunite with Gaius at the settlement.
I'm alright with that, but you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you.
I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about it. As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating a military facility. Should anything happen, however, I will be in touch. Take care.
Fair enough.
I hope he's going to be alright.
I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him.
Well, they are
I
friends.
had a chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
Oh, we get a flashback to the train.
I wanted to accompany them on their honeymoon, but Olivier insisted I not go. I got the impression he wanted to give me some time off to honor the war's end. Of all the times that idiot had to go and put my needs first.
Yeah, he went missing. I see. I figure I'll worrying a little too much about him. We're talking about one of the finest soldiers in the Imperial Army, up there with Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. You should know better than anyone that he isn't the kind of man to act rashly in times like these. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sure he genuinely believes this to be the best course of action. We'd be wise to mirror his conviction. Yeah, let's get moving. Why not? Apparently, the settlement is currently in the same location it was when Emma and I visited during our field study. If we travel north from here, we should see it before long. We don't want to keep Gaius waiting. While in Nord, press L2 and X to ride the horse, dismount. I can change my ride settings, which I take it as just who is riding with me. To battle monsters, you must come in contact with them or approach them and press X. Assault attacks cannot be used on horseback. Okay. We will not be able to connect no hands once you complete Rain's Act 3. Make absolutely sure you get all the chests. Okay. So, don't need to worry about it right now, I guess. So, but I do want to set up my team, which is likely actually what I'm going to go with, is this current party. So we already have your evasion up to 25%. Can I make it any higher? I can with the holy symbol. Prevents death blow too. So that's what we'll probably do. Who's got the awakening headband? Well, it's gotta be somebody else. I'm probably gonna leave you the way you are now. We're definitely gonna do that. And a prismatic cape prevents confuse, and ATS goes up even more. That's what we'll do for you. And you're already pretty tough, magic-wise, but we'll still add as much as we can. It does become tricky when I have so many people, and you're just gonna be a beefed up person, so do that. Yeah, because we gave that up already. Cozy socks, Rent freeze, strength up. This party should be okay. Yeah. All things considered.
Amazing. I've never seen plains so vast.
I know it's said to...
It's like we're afloat in a sea of green.
I can ignore
Words can't do
exploration.
justice to its beauty.
We had the same reaction as students.
Easy now. Approaching.
But I'm still
Please
gonna
be careful.
take a peek kind of thing. Do you have an analyze? I don't think I have anybody on the party with an analyze, like, automatic feature.
All for one?
I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay.
Let's go.
I don't even have it on you there. We have lots of battle scopes, though. Lots of them. Okay.
Very well.
What do we even have for these? Makes everybody super fast. That'd be good. Magic attack absorption, 100% chance. That'd be good against magic users. EP cost down. Delay down for 4 turns. Black Tortoise, 50 damage, and Black Swarm. Well, Blazing Swarm. We're gonna Tortoise.
Hold out! Black Tortoise!
Ain't got much of an option at the moment. We're gonna hope. Good. Didn't do any damage with it though, because he didn't attack. And you've already been hit twice.
All right.
Regardless. Well, we're gonna go with our magic users here. Fuck it. Spirit Unification.
Spirit Unification! I'm up! Ha! Now!
We're gonna go and try to kill real fast here.
There!
It's not gonna be the best party that I can muster. But it won't be bad either.
Let's go.
That's a good amount of damage. That's a good amount of fucking damage, man.
All for one.
I'll go with more art damage.
I'll care for you.
Thanks. That is just putting the BP up real fast.
It's my turn!
Which is kinda ballin'. Oh yeah, missed. We're not getting counterattacks off it though.
I'm going.
Don't like that we're not getting counterattacks. Oh, and with the crit. These two magic users, for me, Muse, Emma, they are going to be balling. Also, I know it said I could ignore this stuff for now. But, I'm still opening it. Is there a list at the top? There's not yet. And we will not be able to come back
This is
here
rare.
later.
I'll be sure to keep it safe.
So, can I get off the horse, please?
All right, let's go.
Ready when you are.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm trying just to stay off the horse, if I'm honest with you. It'll take me a little longer to get around. But I'd rather not be on the horse. There's likely treasure up here. That frog looks important. And I know my guide said I can ignore for now. Just go get Gaius and then do my exploration. But I'm not listening.
We're at an advantage.
It's like if I can look around now, I'm gonna do it. Give them a quick, nice scan.
It's my turn.
Hey, and he starts off with insight. For one turn. Moulin Rouge.
Get a bit spicy. Fire! Let's go!
Got him!
Very well.
It's probably gonna be Black Tortoise most of the time.
My turn.
Frankly. I think. Bollocks. I don't know what to do here.
All for one, and one for all.
And then I'll steal the crit. Got the guard break.
My mind is clear.
7 slash shredded
My
lead.
blade empty. Now! Passion Flash! Shredded leaves!
You'll love
That's
to see
the
it.
power of the 8 leaves.
That do rather be the power of the 8 leaves. You know what? We actually did a decent amount of story progression in this episode. So I'm going to say maybe we actually just save out here in the North Highlands, just out wandering about for now. And we call this one an episode. So, guys, please comment and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this episode, what you're thinking of the series, what you're thinking of the game. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Take care till then, and bye-bye.